Hey guys, so in this video I'm going to talk to you about the supplements I've been taking during this triplet pregnancy. And I've got 5 supplements that I've been taking consistently, so I want to talk to you about all 5. So stay tuned to keep watching. Okay guys, so first off, you might notice that I'm in the same outfit as I was in the last video. And I'm recording this on the same day as the last video because this was just a good time for me to record. And I just decided I'm gonna do this video as well while I have time to sit down and do a video. And I'm doing this video first off because this was a suggestion from a subscriber. Someone commented and suggested this as a video idea. So thank you so much for you who did that. And just to kind of talk about what I'm taking during, you know, the first trimester of this pregnancy and all of that. So I thought that was a great idea. And so I'm going to be doing that. And I am just going to be talking about 5 things, and these are really, you know, honestly, I don't think you need to take like a plethora of vitamins. I think sometimes we can really overdo it when we hear about so many different vitamins. We're like, oh, this is good for this, oh, this is good for this, oh, this is good for this, and we just kind of like take all these vitamins. I will say I am guilty of that. I've struggled with that in the past. I'm trying to get better. But anyway, I think it's good to kind of, and even 5 might be like a lot for some of you. But anyway, I also want to talk about that I am not a medical professional, and you definitely want to talk to your doctor before starting to take some of these, you know, vitamins and stuff like that. So, and this is just my suggestion and some stuff that I've researched and stuff on my own. So this is, again, I'm not a medical professional. I can't even say it, so I'm obviously not one. So definitely talk to your doctor. But anyway, I will start out also saying, sorry, I keep having these preface things, but that I do think it is really important that you're getting, you know, trying to get as much of your nutrients, your vitamins, your minerals, your healthy fats, your protein, all that stuff, like just from what you eat on a daily basis. So trying to get nutrient dense food, trying to get good quality meats, good quality veggies in as much as possible. And I know sometimes that's easier said than done in an early stage of pregnancy. I know even for myself, there's some things that are kind of harder for me to eat now that I'm like, oh, you know, I know this is good for me, but I can't really force myself to eat it if I'm just not feeling well. So, and that's okay. That is okay. So don't, you know, let yourself just feel like, oh my gosh, I'm not eating as well as I used to or whatever, if you're like that. But because I know I've kind of struggled with that a little bit, but it's great, you know, when you can add in those supplements to kind of help you get those nutrients in when maybe in your diet and like what you're eating is a little bit harder. But, you know, I do think it's important, you know, even with the stuff that you are eating, you know, trying to get good quality, trying to get nutrient dense foods, you know, trying to do that as best you can as well. But supplements definitely help. So I will start out with one that pretty much everyone is told to take, and that is a prenatal. So this is the prenatal that I take, and it is my favorite one that I've taken so far. I've tried several others, but I really like this brand. It's Naturello. I get it on Amazon. So I will put links down below for all of these vitamins, so you will be able to just find them really easily. It'll be all below in the description, so make sure to check there so that you can easily find this stuff. So the reason why I really like this prenatal is it's just a really pure form. It has non-GMOs in it. It has no soy, it has no gluten. It's vegan and vegetarian. No coloring, preservatives, or flavoring, anything like that. So you do need to take 3 capsules a day. And it suggests to take it like with breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So ideally, you know, you want to take it with a meal. And you can actually even open the capsule up and like sprinkle it in a smoothie, or, you know, sprinkle it on your food or something like that. So it's pretty, you know, easily, you can kind of take it in different ways. Another thing I've noticed is I do not, for me personally, that I really like about this, it does not make my pee yellow. It also does not make me feel sick or anything. I know some people, I've heard some people can struggle with feeling sick from taking a prenatal. I have never really felt that before, maybe a little bit in the past with some other ones, but not strong. So it may just be me that I just don't really get that feeling from prenatals. But I know I've never felt that from this. And even if I've like taken it, you know, maybe an hour after I've eaten because I forgot, I'll take it and I still don't feel bad or anything. So I would highly recommend this one. It also has folate, so the methyl folate, so the methylated version of folate, the active form of folic acid. This is just the one that's more easily absorbable, active form. You don't have to convert it or anything. So it's just, you know, just an easier one to digest and absorb. And for some people who have the NTHFR gene mutation, they really need to take this form because they're not able to take folic acid and convert it into the active form of folate. So folic acid is not really, you know, helping them because they can't do that. I don't know if I had that gene mutation. I've never been tested, but I just figured why not just go for it since it's already, you know, just more bioavailable and more active and more easily for my body to utilize. So that's what I look for definitely in prenatal. And it also has vitamin D3 in it instead of vitamin like D2, which vitamin D3 is a more natural form. And it's just, yeah, it has a whole bunch of, just lists, you know, where these ingredients come from, what they are, and it just kind of is pretty simple and makes sense. And also that other ingredients that it comes with is just vegetable cellulose capsule. So it doesn't have a bunch of extra powders or, you know, additives or anything like that. It's just got the vitamins and a vegetable cellulose capsule. So I highly recommend this one. So definitely check it out if you haven't yet. And the next one I have, so that's number one. I've got 5 of these total, is by the same brand, Naturello, and this is the omega-3 triglyceride fish oil. And triglyceride fish oil, from what I've heard, is easier to absorb as well, and just kind of a more bioavailable form for your body. And you definitely want to get this in because this is really going to help your baby's brain to develop well. It just, you know, needs that good fat there. Your brain is mostly fat, so to get that in is really helpful. You know, it's got the DHA and EPA. Yeah, you've got a good quality here, and I don't ever notice any fish burps or something that some people talk about when taking fish oils, so you don't really have to worry about that. Yeah, it's just a good quality. I really like it, so definitely check this one out as well. The other thing I'm taking is, so my doctor talked about that, you know, I kind of asked him, is there anything I need to take more of, you know, because we have triplets in there. And he said, well, no. He kind of said no at first, and he's like, well, you know what? You should probably take some extra folic acid since I've got 3. And so I went ahead and got the folate version. So I actually got this at our local Earth Fair. So I will look for a link for this because I didn't get it on Amazon, but I will see if I can find it online somewhere, either on Amazon or somewhere else, so that it's just easier to find. But I got this at Earth Fair. So it's just straight up folate, and it's from organic citrus lemon peel. So it's, yeah, just a really pure form, and I take this just to get some extra folate in there to help make sure that I have enough. Okay, so the next one I'm going to talk about is a probiotic. So it's just important for your gut to be healthy, to have good bacteria in there. You know, you're wanting to make sure that that's just going well for you. So I don't take this super regularly. because I also take like fermented type foods. So I eat, you know, a pure like type of yogurt, plain yogurt. And I also eat Bubby's pickles, if you've ever heard of those. They're amazing. And they have probiotics in them because they're made the traditional way. And they're not made with vinegar and stuff like that. And they're so delicious. I love them. They do need to be refrigerated from the beginning. So they're in the refrigerated section of your grocery store. But so I don't take this all the time because I'm also getting probiotics from that. But I do, you know, take a probiotic every once in a while. So it's just a great idea to incorporate that as well, just to make sure your gut is nice and healthy. Another thing, and that can just help prevent like, you know, you from getting sick or getting, you know, stuff like that. And also it's just helpful, you know, to have your microbiome where it needs to be for, you know, baby's health and everything too. So another thing that I'm taking is vitamin D3. And I don't take this all the time either. There is vitamin D3, like I said, in the prenatal. So you don't want to like overdose with vitamin D. And you probably even, you know, want to check your levels. A lot of us are deficient in vitamin D. And I've heard that, you know, even when you're pregnant, you probably need even more. This comes with K2 as well, which is helping it to absorb better. So it's really good to have it vitamin D3 with K2. So look for that. And this is just a very pure form. I got this on Amazon. I will link it below. And organic. It's in organic olive oil with peppermint oil and MCT oil. You just take 1 drop. And I take this about 4 days a week. Like I said, I'm already getting some from that prenatal. And then there's also sometimes, you know, I'm trying to spend, you know, some time in the sun, because that's really your most natural form of vitamin D, is being in the sun. So when I know I'm going to be out in the sun, you know, for 15, 20 minutes, something like that, I won't take this. But yeah, so this is something else that, you know, I've even read some stuff. Again, I'm not a medical professional, but you know that it could potentially help with like preeclampsia, preterm labor, you know, what is it called? Diabetes in pregnancy. I totally can't think of the name right now. But yeah, it can help supposedly with those things. But it's a good like immune thing for your body, you know, vitamin D3. And especially if you have low vitamin D, definitely want to check it out. And liquid form is really good. So it's just going to be more easily absorbed when it's in a liquid form, when it's in an oil, instead of just the vitamin D3 straight up. So having it in an oil is going to help it to absorb better because it's a fat soluble vitamin. So having it associated with fat is going to help you absorb it better. So that's the one I take. Again, I will link it below. So yeah, those are the things I've, you know, mainly been taking. Again, I don't want to take too many things. And like I said, some of those things, really the 3 of them I take regularly every day, and that's the prenatal, the omega-3, and that extra folate. The other ones I kind of just take, you know, not every day and not as regularly. Yeah, just wanted to share that with you guys, and would love to hear from you if you have other suggestions, other things that you think are helpful, you know, other ideas, even just ways to get in some nutrient-dense food when maybe sometimes it's kind of hard to do that in that first trimester. So would love to hear ideas and feedback from you guys. And thank you so much for following along, and just in this miracle pregnancy that we were able to experience through IVF. Yeah, just thankful for all your support, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.